In this video, we are going to talk about how to solve linear inequalities by graphing. So on this one, we already have this set up as a y equals problem, except this is an inequality. So it says y is greater than 1/3 x minus 4. So we are going to use the slope-intercept method of graphing. So remember the slope-intercept method, if I write out the equation, is y equals mx plus b, where b right here is your y-intercept, and m right here is your slope, which deals with rise over run. So if I'm looking at this inequality, it says minus 4, that's my b, so that's my y-intercept, so I'm going to go down 4 and put a point, so that's where it will cross the y-axis, and then from there, I'm going to figure out the slope. So the slope is 1/3, because that's our number in front of x. So from this point, it's rise over run. So I'm going to go up 1 over 3. And I can continue that up 1 over 3. And because this is an inequality and it's a greater than, I'm going to do a dotted line. And when it's greater than or less than, you're going to do a dotted line. And then when it's greater than or equal to, we're going to shade above. And when it's less than or equal to, we are going to shade below the line. And this only works when it's set up in this form of y equals, or in other words, y is greater than or less than. As long as y right here is on the left side, this will work. So this is a greater than, so we're going to shade above. So we're saying the solution is anything in this shaded portion. So what that means is if we pick a point in the shaded portion, for example, let's pick the point right here, 0, 0. If we plug that in this inequality, it'll make it true. So if we plug in 0 for y, so it was greater than 1/3 times 0 minus 4, so we end up with 0 is greater than, well, 1/3 times 0 is 0, and then we have a minus 4. So 0 is greater than -4. And that is a true statement. So any of these points that you plug in the shaded area will make this inequality true. If it's on the line, it will not be true. So it will be, so for example, let's pick this point right here. So this is 3, -3. Let's plug this in and see what happens. So I'm going to switch to blue. So I've got y, so -3 is greater than 1/3 times 3 minus 4. So 1/3 times 3 is just 1. 1 minus 4 is -3. So this statement says -3 is greater than -3. And that is not true. It's greater than or equal to, but it's not greater than. So anything on the line will not work, but anything above the line will work. So this is how you solve linear inequalities by graphing.